Just a back chair, please.
Sure,
No,
sure.
you want a glass of water or anything?
Yeah, I am thirsty, please. That would be cool. Thank
Yep.
you.
Just have a seat and the detective will be in. Help me back with your water.
Right on. Thank you. Thank you.
Good, senor.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Yeah. Well,
I'm Detective Korea. This is Detective Anderson.
Come on, man.
how do you
Good area, Kenosha Police Department, obviously.
Yeah, figuring that out. You guys?
All right, just before we get going, can you spell your first name for me?
Sure. Z-A-C-H.
Yep.
A-R-I-A-H.
All right, and the middle initial?
J.
Zachariah. Go ahead, Zachariah.
That's fine. Okay.
And your last name, sir.
Anderson. A-N-D-E-R-S-O-N.
All right, and your birthday, sir? And then your current address. Helen Road.
Road, yeah.
I'm sorry, what was the zip code?
53092.
All right, phone number? Any other addresses you get mail at or anything like that? PO boxes?
No,
nothing like
that's that one, so.
All right, it's your only address. Correct.
Yeah, I mean, I might be moving soon, but I don't know yet. Just depends.
All right, Zach. Currently, you are in custody. As you're aware, we're conducting an investigation. Prior to that, us talking to you, I want to read to you your waiver of constitutional rights. All right.
Okay.
It basically states that you, Zachariah Anderson, have been advised of your rights by myself, Detective Korea, the Kenosha Police Department,
Sure, sure.
who has informed you that you have the right to remain silent and to refuse to answer questions or make a statement. Any answers or statement you make may be used in evidence against you. You have the right to consult with and have present your attorney before and during any interrogation. If you cannot afford an attorney, you have the right to ask for a court-appointed attorney before being interrogated. You also have the right to stop or answer questions at any time that you wish. Do you understand the rights that I currently have read to you?
Yeah, resolve.
Okay. So we're investigating a case of stalking involving your children's mother, Sadie.
Sure.
All right. So that's what we want to talk to you about.
Okay.
Can you kind of tell me what's going on with, like, what's up with your guys' relationship? What's been happening, going on?
Well, so we were together for like 12 years. And about 6 months ago, she flipped her script pretty hard and went from being, primary caretaker of our kids to barfly, And so she, to my account, has picked up about 4 boyfriends. She had made comments to that effect to our daughter, And she's been chasing around with whatever guys, to my understanding, will buy her some blow. And that's how she's been spending her time. They reopened the bars in Wisconsin last week, Friday or whatever. My kids were at the bar 2 days in a row, So I submitted for custody of the kids on the 8th, retained an attorney and submitted for custody of kids on the
May 8th?
May 8th. And then she encountered that and filed on the 13th or whatever. And she's had a list of accusations about me stalking her and otherwise. And I have gone to check some information on her. And I have looked to verify some things like whether or not she's going to the bar and that kind of thing. But really just for the purpose of the custody battle, because it's just going to be a mess. And what I can tell you is, to my understanding, she, like around Christmas time, So we have twin boys that were born on Christmas Eve, you know, and it's supposed to be my day with the kids, my Christmas with the kids. And
The previous one?
Yeah, yeah. And I went over there and our daughter wasn't there. And I said, all right, you know, like we went and picked up a Christmas tree and we went to have, set up the Christmas tree at her house because she has primary placement of the kids, you know. And so put it all together and that kind of stuff. I came over in the morning, all the kids were supposed to be there, daughter's not there. And I'm like, maybe about 11:30, you know, like asking her, are you gonna go get, you know, this is supposed to be my Christmas, like the boys want to open their presents, it's, you know, almost the afternoon holiday or whatever. And she's all shitty with me, you know, shut your bitch mouth and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know, like, I'm supposed to have the day with the kids. This is our Christmas, right? Like, you get the kids tomorrow for Christmas Day itself, but, you know, what are you shitting on the day for or whatever? And she tries to hit me with the broom in the face, just spins around, tries to cloud me with the broom in the face, and turns into this big old exchange between her and I. Shoves me into the door like 4 times, and then screaming, runs outside, calls the cops. Cops show up, they arrest me, and I'm like, what the fuck are you arresting me for? She put her hands on me. I mean, I made fun of her or whatever, but talked some shit, hollered back and forth, but I didn't do anything to her. So they haul me away, you know, I'm like, all right.
What agency was that?
Germantown.
Okay.
So go see the DA, tell the DA, hey, this is what happened, you know, whatever. It's not the first or second occurrence. Long story short, happens again. She does the same thing. Cops show up, and I tell the cops, I put my hands on her. They arrest me again and haul me away. And I'm just like, it's fucking ridiculous, you know, just because she said whatever she said. She said I'd push her at one point at the front door. I'm like, no, she turned around, ran into her own fucking Christmas decorations and tripped her damn self and spilled her shit. I didn't touch her. I didn't step forward. I didn't do shit. I just stood there and watched her make a mess of herself. And that's been kind of the thing. It's like, no matter what happens, no matter what goes on, she accuses me. Even today, as an example, or last night, if you guys get my cell phone, I'll show you how ludicrous it is. She accused me of hacking her phone, her text messages, and her emails. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she's like, you know things that people shouldn't, which just my lingering suspicion is that she's doing blow. I don't know for sure. I haven't been able to verify that, but just on her behavior and, you know, I mean, I've known her for 12 years and it's a hardship. So, huge difference. So, anyway, she makes a bunch of accusations and she says, well, you know how to program or something, you know how to hack my phone. I said, I don't even know any programming languages. I just worked for the phone company for a decade. That doesn't mean I know how to hack people's phones. Like, you don't understand what I did there maybe, but it had nothing to do with that, you know? Like, it's just crazy. But she's like, well, you know people. I'm like, nobody I'm going to ask to jeopardize their job over this bullshit. Like, what are you talking about? So she's just got some acute paranoias over shit that I can't make sense of, you know? And so I don't know what to do with that. But as far as stalking is concerned, no, we both see other people. I specifically, when I was arrested tonight, you know, had a girl over and I was spending time with a different girl. So I think maybe she is a little mixed up in, you know, what she thinks or feels about me, and that's fine. But really, at the end of the day, whoever's getting her high is more important. So I don't think, you know, I don't think it's like that at all.
So what accusations, what else has she been throwing out besides hacking her phone?
Well, that was the latest one.
I guess over the last 3 months or so.
Most of the accusations came like in the last month, really. But she said that I was sitting out following her. I went to scoop the boys out of I was cleaning my van. I had my cell phone in my pocket and I was listening to music. And she pulled in with the kids. And I went to pull the boys out of their car seats or whatever and give them a hug. And the boys' sweatshirts were down in the middle of the seats or whatever. And I leaned in there and either I picked him up, my son, you know, when I picked him up, he likes to turn the light on by shaking the phone, took it out of my pocket, or when I leaned forward, I dropped the phone in her car or something like that. But I picked up the sweatshirts and I took the sweatshirts and I couldn't find the phone. And my daughter will tell you, I searched for the phone for like 3 days. I had to call the carrier to figure out what happened to the phone. And she said, well, you were stalking me, you were tracking me, you put the phone in there on purpose. And I said, no, the fuck I didn't. No, the fuck I didn't. It fell out of my pocket. It felt like the shirt that I was wearing, the pocket's not that deep. It fell out before. It must have fallen out when I leaned in to get the kid's sweatshirt, or maybe, I don't know, I didn't see, because I was trying to reach the sweatshirts in the first place. So, no, the fuck I didn't. I called the carrier. Don't make the accusation. But inevitably, the way she sees it is I'm stalking her. And I said, you know, honestly, I know you're going out with other dudes. You bragged about You didn't brag about one guy, you bragged about four. You know, like, go, what the fuck? Truth is, I cheated on her some long time ago. It poisoned the relationship. You know, she never got over it. And, you know, she's moved on her own way. She started hanging out with a friend of hers from high school, and I think, you know, maybe got drug into a bad situation, all pun intended, I guess, drug into a bad situation. And, you know, that's her choice. I can't stop her from it. I mean, I love her, she's the mother of my kids, but, you know, it's, I don't know, I'm no man to stop a train wreck, I guess.
All right.
Well, so we spoke with her. She's making a few other accusations against you.
Okay.
There was a night last month, early morning hours, that you showed up at her house.
Ha! I went and bought a new couch. She told me I could come back and pick up the stuff out of the garage just to let her know, and I let her know, and then she got all shitty. We had a good conversation. And yeah, there were some tears or whatever, but that's it, not because...
What time was this at? What about, what day?
Late as shit, midnight, 1 o'clock, shit, maybe even later, when I got done moving the couch in. I had to go all the way out to Waukesha to pick it up, so...
With the kids at that night?
She had the kids then, yeah. But I was
Pick
sort
up your
of...
couch at 1 in the morning?
No, I picked up the couch at like 10 at night or something like that.
Like eBay or Craigslist or something, or from a place?
Yeah, Craigslist. And then I took it back to my place, and then I was waiting on my cousin to come help me load it into my house because I can't carry a couch by myself. The guy who sold it to me, whatever. And I told her, well, maybe I'll just swing back by tonight and pick it up and bring our daughter her skateboard or whatever. And I did, and I just, you know, knocked on the door and I said, hey, you know, this is what's going on. And it wasn't, I mean, it was pretty straightforward. I told her it was going to be late as shit, and she was like, well, that's fine. I said, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. If I'm up, I'll do it. You know, no, you know, whatever.
Anybody at her house that night?
Not that I know of.
Nobody?
I mean, the kids, I would assume, I guess.
Was there another night that you went over there when you had the kids?
Yeah.
Okay, tell me about that night.
There was another vehicle in the driveway. She was claiming that she wasn't seeing anybody and she just needed some space for us to get back together. Our daughter had gone through her cell phone and got a bunch of messages.
Tell me about those. We'll go step by step here, man.
All the messages my daughter read through, I don't know exactly because our daughter likes to fabricate some information. But in short, mom's seeing somebody else, telling him that she loves him and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was saying, you know, you're kiting me along, pushing me along, you know, trying to tell me like we have a future, like things are a possibility, but you just want some space. You're upset after our last argument or whatever, and it's not true, you know. And so she kept insisting, oh, that's not the case or whatever. I love you, all this kind of shit. And so I did go over there, you know, and found out that she was seeing somebody else. And okay, you know.
Where were the kids?
With me.
Sure.
Yeah, I loaded them into the car and took them with me.
Okay. How did you know there was someone else there?
Premonition, a weird feeling when I talked to her, you know.
Is this something you've done before?
No, that was the impression that I got. That's something else.
What gave you that?
Just the way she talked, the way she behaved, you know. You know, real eager to get home, you know, like something else was going on. If I remember right, it was like she didn't have time to, it was at a different night.
How old are your kids now?
The twin boys were 4.
And your other daughter?
12 now.
What time was this?
9 at night, 10 at night. I don't remember the exact time.
So you loaded your 4-year-old up?
Well,
premonition.
Yeah. I knew something funny was going on.
And I guess why would it matter?
For me, it gives me a definitive answer whether she's lying or not, you know. But, I mean, this was, I don't know how long, weeks ago now.
Did she invite you over?
She has, yeah.
Did she that night?
No.
Yeah. Have you ever done this before? Went over? Premonitions?
No.
And what if I told you that, I have reason to believe that the 4-year-old went with you that night?
I don't know. Why would you ever just believe they weren't with me?
Because we spoke with.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, one good, but two, why wouldn't she say that they were there? That's goofy.
I don't know, she really doesn't have a reason to lie to us.
Says you. I mean, I kind of know my daughter, and she doesn't have a reason to lie about a lot of shit. I mean, she just did a whole...
Well, I'll tell you this, most of the conversation that we had with her,
Sure.
she chose your side.
Right.
Most of it.
Okay.
Okay? And I think she was being honest with me, or she wouldn't have chose your side. She would have made you look like the bad dude the whole time, but she didn't. She didn't. She made you sound like a good dad,
Yeah.
and really had nothing negative to say, for the most part.
Yeah.
Which led me to believe that she's telling me the truth. She doesn't have a reason to lie to me, you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. And I'll give you some examples, okay? So, so she just got in trouble. It was a big sting. She just got in trouble for putting... And no shit, the other Monday I stop over by Sadie's house a couple weeks ago now, and I'm talking to her, and Sadie comes storming outside. Now, most of what she said, you could confirm. Most of what she said, you could verify. But for whatever reason, she tries to lie a little bit to make things look a certain way, and it's not true. So I hear you, and like a lot of it's very credible, and it's tough for me as a dad to try and figure out, but there are some things that it's just like, why wouldn't you just tell the truth about that? I'll give you another one. The last 2 times she's gone over to my dad's house, she keeps stealing my little sister's cell phone.
Mm-hmm. She got in trouble for that.
Yeah, they can track it. You know, like they look at where it goes. Why are you taking it? It doesn't matter. No, well, but I didn't. And she tells a lot of truth and then some lies when she wants to try and curtail. You know,
She got punished for that one, right?
Mhm.
What was the punishment?
Spain.
Anything else? You guys take anything away?
Well, the cell phone.
Which one?
Good
One she
question.
took, or?
Well, that got returned to my sister, so of course that one. And then as far as her, when was that? Did she have her cell phone then? I think she had her cell phone. Her mom got her a phone for her birthday, and so her
April
phone.
25th, right?
Yeah. So her phone got taken away. Right.
Okay. Speaking of her birthday, let's talk about that day.
Sure.
Okay.
I got the kids that morning. We go up and down the trail, skateboard. We go up and down the trail, practice riding the skateboard. Everything.
Sadie was there for that.
Yeah, she stopped by. My brother was there. My sister was there. You know.
Good day.
Yeah, it was a little overcast. You know, wish there was a little bit more sunshine, but it was by and large a good day. And then Sadie invited us all back to open presents at her house, so we all went over there and ordered food. And then they screwed up the food order, so we had like double order of food, big buffet. But generally speaking, a pretty good day.
Any conversations with Sadie, the two of you?
Yeah.
Privately?
Yeah, we had some words because my mom's been very promiscuous, and I have a lot of half siblings, right? And one of my sister had made a comment about mom being a whore or a slut, or I mean sleazy or something like that or whatever. And I'm like, damn, don't say that. Mom's standing right there. And Sadie got all pissed at me. So we did have a conversation then because she took offense to it, joking that it was her that you know my sister was talking about. But my sister doesn't. No, my sister didn't have information on Sadie. So.
And where did the kids stay that night?
With Sadie. Because they were with me the night before.
Okay. The night before that. Was the night before that the night all this went down where you went over and saw the man? The dude?
No, I believe so. I don't recollect what day that was. I guess you got Sadie.
I did.
Yeah.
I did. That's what I'm asking.
Okay. Sorry.
The whole incident involving the guy.
Yeah, I don't remember that was the night. I don't think so, but I don't remember exactly.
Well, like I said, I have no reason to doubt what he was telling me.
Okay. dude. She's got a long track record as a Germantown police,
I
but
mean, she described some pretty great detail on what happened that night at the house, as far as looking through the windows and all that. And she's claiming she got drugged along.
yeah. Sure.
Why would she tell me that right after saying that you're a great dad and all that?
I don't know what she perceived she could get in trouble for, or, whatever. So I don't.
Did you look through the windows of the house and see someone in there?
Yeah, the windows were open. I could look through windows and see. There's no blinds covering the back door or anything like that.
Did you take pictures?
No.
Did you take video?
No.
Take audio recording?
No.
Nothing.
No, say you had the same bullshit accusations. No, I
What did
didn't.
you hear?
Nothing. I heard, saw them laughing, saw them, doing their thing or whatever the hell, and okay. They had the music on and they're doing whatever they do.
Okay. At any point, did you have in the window?
Yeah.
Initially, when you first got there with you?
I don't remember initially. What I know is at some point I was like, oh no, go back to the car.
Okay. Did you place any cell phones anywhere?
Nope.
I mean, this is something she told me, and then this is something that a 13-year-old girl is not going to come up with on her own to get her dad in trouble.
I didn't place any cell phones anywhere. What happened originally was Sadie was slapped in the face to discipline her when she was yelling at her.
When was this?
Like a
What
month
is
and a
this?
half ago, and recorded it on her school laptop. She came to me and she told me, and I said, hey, Mom, no, wouldn't. She's slapping you? She said, yeah, Dad, she slaps me and she yells at me. I said, no, that's not like her at all, it's really not her character. But you recorded it. I'll give you the fucking recording. So she starts the recording, Mom screaming at her, going, okay. And she swings at her again and she hits the laptop itself. And that to me, I don't know how many weeks ago, and I'd have to look at the video, or whatever. And at that point, I told her, nobody's going to believe me. Nobody's going to believe me. Mom tells the cops a story, they arrest me. Mom tells the cops a story, they arrest me. Nobody's going to believe me if I say, hey, Mom's the violent one, she's the one losing her shit, and she's the one hitting the kids. But it doesn't stop there. And she stands the boys up against the wall and hits them on their arms and legs, so it looks like they're fighting. And at night when it's cold out, she takes the blanket away because they're playing, using their blankets and playing and stuff like that. And then she calls me and she's got the boys in the background, owie, getting hit by Mom. And I'm like, fuck is going on? The boys misbehaved. They're 4. I stand them up against the wall, give them a few minutes to think about it, flick them in the head or something like that. But nothing, I'm not hitting them. I'm not taking their blankets away at night. If I put my kids to bed, I just lay down with
What does
them.
this whole thing have to do with putting a cell phone somewhere that night?
So what happens is, I give her one of my old phones so she can record what's going on, so I have some evidence. And then so yes, there are cell phones, but I didn't put a cell phone anywhere for that purpose. I gave it to my daughter to record when she's being abused or when the boys are being abused.
Okay, but again,
I didn't put a cell phone anywhere.
yeah, that's my question, and you're dancing around.
No, I'm just saying,
It's a yes or no. It's got nothing.
I put a cell phone in my daughter's hands, if that's what you're getting at, but I did not put a cell
Where
phone
did
in
that
her
happen?
car. Where?
Mm-hmm.
At my house?
I'm talking about that night and then at the house where you peeked through the window.
No. I didn't give her a phone or have her record anything or anything along those fucking lines, man.
No cell phone was put anywhere, whether it recorded something or not.
No, dude, no. I told you, no. Her paranoia, her fear, whatever, that's on her. Whatever she told you or thought, she said the same bullshit to me. And I told her repeatedly, I did not record you.
And again, man, I have a young girl who loves her dad,
Yeah.
telling me things, crying, that are 100% true. Believe me, they're 100% true when I'm talking to her.
Yeah, and she told school she had leukemia for 2 weeks. I mean, most of it's true, but then some things aren't. I did have a cell phone.
Dude,
I
this
did
is
have
stuff this is craziness for her to make this up and come up with it like that. I got a daughter the same age, man.
I hear you, but
They lie, and you know what? When they lie, I know they're lying.
right.
Right?
So I'm saying I did have a cell phone because you could turn the light on and see where the fuck you're walking, but I didn't record anybody.
So you had the cell phone out.
Yeah, I had a cell phone with me. I don't know that I had it out, but I did have a cell phone with me.
Right?
Well, I don't know if I don't remember how dark it was or if I pulled the cell phone out that night, so I would assume so, but
What's the cell phone number on that phone?
I don't know it offhand.
Is it your phone?
Is it your phone?
It's not my regular phone, no.
Oh, you got another one?
Yeah,
But you don't know the number of that one?
not offhand, no.
Where is it?
Probably in my possessions.
You have both of them on you?
Yeah.
So there's not gonna be any pictures or anything like that in there?
Fucking look, you guys, come on. I keep telling you, you're killing me here, you know.
Is there a passcode or anything on them?
No.
All right.
No, like I said, I gave one of my daughters so she could record mom hitting the boys, mom hitting her, you know, that kind of stuff. I have some recordings of those exchanges for that interest. I know that pisses Sadie off because she caught and recorded her, you know. It'd be fairly going through her phone and all sorts of shit. And there's been tremendous complaints about violation of privacy by Sadie. But, you know, ultimately, stalking, look, I verified whatever two-faced bullshit she was shoveling me about, you know, we're going to get back. I just need some space. I'm still mad at you, all that, or whatever. No, you're seeing somebody else. And then once I called her out about that.
Who was it?
Huh?
Who was it?
I don't know, some Mexican guy. I mean, to understand, you know, I looked up his information or whatever, best I could figure out, but.
What's his name?
Jeannie showed his Facebook, and his name is Junior. I don't remember the spelling on the last name, but I remember it started with a G.
Who showed it? Gina?
Jeannie, her grandmother. Sadie's dad's wife showed what Sadie was talking about, bragging about he's a contractor, he's got 2 kids, and Jeannie showed the Facebook, so she knew who mom was dating, I guess, and then mom started saying that she was dating somebody at that point. But
You know where he's from?
down here.
When was this? When did this all go down? When did you find out about him?
Weeks ago. Shit, months ago, maybe weeks ago.
Who told you about him?
Going through the text messages, mom's talking to this guy, mom's talking to Leo, John, Junior, you know, all the guys mom's seen.
Those were confirmed names or are you just throwing names out there?
No, those are the names that out of mom's phone and told me. Now, which ones are true or not? Well, you think she's all, everything's.
Leo?
Yeah.
There's a John?
Yeah.
Who else? What else is it? Junior?
And Junior, yeah.
Those are the
That I remember,
names.
yeah.
Did you figure out who Leo was? John? Just Junior?
Yeah. I mean, Junior was the one that she opened up about. Yeah.
What did she say about him?
He's a contractor, you know.
Sadie?
Yeah, Sadie told, you know, Sadie told him about it too, yeah.
Not to you.
Hmm?
Oh, she opened up
Yeah,
to
yeah,
you.
yeah.
You know where this guy lives or stays other than being here in Kenosha?
Down in Kenosha, yeah.
All right. You ever been down this way?
Yeah, I've been to Kenosha.
All right. For what?
I don't know, all sorts of stuff. I mean, I've lived in southeast Wisconsin most of my life, you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What about in the past year? Been down here in the past year? Past 3 months? Past month?
I don't know. Down this way, generally hanging out with my little brother, we travel around to different friends' places and play board games and shit like that. I don't know if we've ever made it all the way down to Kenosha, but, you know.
So there's no reason why, like, your vehicle would have been picked up on a license plate reader or anything like that down this way, or
Not that I know of.
not that you know of, or yes or no?
I don't know. I mean, other people borrow my cars too, man. I mean, shit. But, no.
I didn't know that. I would never let someone borrow my car to go from Mequon to, hey, you mind if I take your car down to Kenosha?
Depends on where the jobs are, man. You know, working on houses and shit, so.
Is that what you guys do? Or is that what you do?
Yeah.
Are you a general contractor as well?
Yeah, help my little brother, he is, so,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
What type of work? Like house repair, roofing, like, or what?
Yeah. Renovation stuff.
Everything?
Yeah, general contractor, right?
So have you guys had any jobs down here in the past couple months?
Yeah, I mean, my little brother works everywhere, so I haven't personally worked down here, so,
Okay. Does your brother live with you?
No.
You just come and get your car sometimes?
Well, if his van is in the shop or whatever, he'll use the van, you know, that kind of thing.
All right. What kind of van do you have?
It's an old Caravan.
You know, approximate year?
2000s.
Color?
Black?
You're not sure?
It's like navy blue or black. I don't know. I don't drive it too much. I usually drive the Audi.
Oh, okay. You know the plate on it?
No. Okay.
All right, so you mind if I call your brother and say, hey, have you had any jobs down here in the past couple months? Are you willing to give me your brother's information?
Right now?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
At this hour? No, fuck no.
No, I'm not gonna call him at this hour,
Oh.
but I need his information to call him.
Oh.
I'll call him tomorrow or something.
No, I'll check with my brother, see what the fuck's going
All right. But as far as you know, you've never been down here in the past couple months, but it's possible your brother used your car and may have been down this way.
on. I mean, yeah, it depends where it's been jobs and that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
What I know is that my cousin was saying, or his buddy was saying that he was driving like an hour for work or something like that. And so I was an hour down this way.
Your cousin?
My cousin was talking about my brother bitching that it was an hour away, right? So,
When's the last time you used it?
my van.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, usually when I get the kids, I use the van, you know. So throw the car if it's big enough for them.
When's the last time your brother used a car?
Keys are there for him to take me every once.
In the car?
Not in the, well, at the house, yeah. Sometimes in the car. But yeah.
Oh, so he has access to and from your house and do what he wants?
Yeah, so do his guys if they want. Like if they need a van to move something or whatever for work, sure, they can grab the van.
I got
You
you.
know,
How many guys does he got employed with him?
one full time anyway. You know, he asks for help from other guys, but
Who's the other guy?
my cousin,
What's his name?
Alex,
What's your brother's name?
Saul,
What is it?
Saul.
Same last name? What's Alex's last name?
Oh, he's married in. His mom's my dad's sister, so I don't know if I ended up getting him.
Those are the two regular employees?
So, well, we just help Saul out when he needs the extra hands, you know. So he's just got one.
Basically, those are the two people that may have had your car.
Yeah, I would expect so. If anybody used it.
The rest of the people are just randoms that...
No, the rest of the people. No, the people
You
that
said
would
he
use
was
the
one
van.
regular employee,
Yeah.
so he would just allow anyone to use this? So,
It's open for guys. He uses my shop too, you know, store stools and that kind of shit. It's open for them for whatever purposes they need.
Jet tool shop?
Yeah, it's not in good shape, but I throw a bunch of material in it, really. The rest of it's like a wing off the barn, and the rest of the barn's leaking, fucking everything.
Have you ever followed her down here?
Never bothered about it.
When you dropped your phone, you said you dropped her phone, or somehow the phone ended up in her car or something. She accused you of
Using it as a tracker, right?
okay, using it as a tracker.
Yeah.
Were you able to track your phone? I mean, were you able to go online or your cloud, or I don't know, is it an iPhone, is it a Samsung? I don't even know what it.
No, it's a Cricket, but no, I couldn't. I had to call the carrier to figure out where the cell phone was last. And so when I called the carrier, they said it was in North Kenosha on 5-8 or something like that. And I was like, okay, well, Kenosha, that's where Sadie's boyfriend lives. So when I called Sadie, and she denied it. And I'm like, well, it would be awfully coincidental that the day I lose my cell phone, the carrier can verify that it went down to Kenosha, so it's got to be in your vehicle. So then she let me come over and look through her vehicle, and I'm like, I mean, come on. If it goes down to Kenosha, it's got to be here somewhere. In short, she stole it, and she wouldn't give it back to me unless I said that I was tracking her. And then I said, fine, I was tracking you, whatever. Can I have the phone back? She's like, finally some truth. She gives me the phone back, and I'm like, I wasn't fucking tracking you. Thank you for the phone back. And then she got all shitty with me. She's like, oh, now you changed your story because you get the phone back. You were all nice in the first place. And I'm like, Yeah, because I wanted the fucking cell phone back, not because I was trying to track you, because if I was trying to track you, I put the fucking app on there like the carrier told me to do, because otherwise you gotta call in for it, you know, and I'm like, you can call the carrier yourself and you can see. And when she gave me the cell phone back, I unlocked it for her so she could see it and make sure that there were no recordings and that there was no tracking shit on there.
How long after your phone went lost did you get it back?
Monday, almost on Friday, I got it back on Monday or something like that, yeah. Which,
you don't know if you got a cloud app of some sort. You can go on there and just erase that. Right?
I don't.
Be honest.
Well, let's be honest, I use a fucking flip phone most of the time. I didn't know that. I don't.
Okay. I'm not saying you did that. I'm just saying,
Well, I mean, I didn't know.
I could wipe my phone and show it, hey, there's nothing on here.
No, I didn't know.
Okay. Well, you work for a phone company. Who'd you work for?
AT&T.
Through a cellular store or through a hardline or?
No, I was a network technical specialist that handled the national critical infrastructure between the United States and Japan. So undersea fiber optic cable.
Okay. Oh, okay, so you were
nothing to do with that shit.
Right. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Can you just give us a couple minutes? We'll be right back. You need some more water or anything?
Yeah, I'll take some more water, but
All right, we'll be right back.
I'm saying, guys, whatever I did, go chase about Sadie, man. I'm not stalking her, you know. I mean, it's fine. She's got a right to go her own direction. You know, I seen that she's got a boyfriend, not just pretending we're going to get back together so she can get shit out of me. I don't know what the fuck's going on with her behavior, but I really can't account for her. Really, you know, I can't account for her shit. As far as our daughter goes, our daughter looks to protect her mom, and me.
Well, like I said, man, if she's talking shit about you the whole time, I get it. Okay?
No,
But she wasn't. She talked you up. She started out talking you up. And a few things she blurted out didn't make you look good. And these aren't things that are like, hey, I'm just gonna throw this out there and fuck with the detective. I mean, this is shit that a 13-year-old girl isn't gonna make up off the top of her head.
12, and she does make up some shit off the top of her head.
Man, I don't know. I don't think so.
I appreciate your skepticism, because honestly, I felt that way too. I really wanted to take her at face value, because she'd tell half.
Well, that's a little bit, that's different, dude. To lie about that. I get it.
No, she lies for her mom's sake. She lies for my sake, trying to play some game too. It's not, I understand you talk to her, but...
So she might play games back and forth with you guys. That's what a normal kid does, man. That's what they're gonna do, to gain one up on parents.
Yeah.
Get it. But when you're sitting in a room with a police officer, mom wasn't in here, man. It was just me.
Right.
Mano a mano, one-on-one. Just tell me what's going on. You're stuck in the middle. You're in a shitty spot. It is. It's stuck to be a kid in this spot, right? Just tell me the truth, right?
Something's funny though. Boys in the car, and she's saying that they're not because they shouldn't have been.
No, she even went as far as to say that the boys she got home and one of them messed the pants. And I mean, why is she making this stuff up? Like, why is she going that far to make things up?
One of them did mess their pants that night, that's true, but...
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think this is something she's going to get confused about, man. And
well, I don't think it's something I'm going to get confused about. So I hear what you're saying, but something's not adding up.
You are, to make yourself look better, I get it.
And make herself look better? I don't know.
She had no advantage. There was no advantage to her telling you this. There was nothing that she advantaged. There's no advantage to her lying about stealing the cell phone too, but she still does. And it's like, well, it's what she perceives she thinks is, you know.
But she admits that to us. Like, she doesn't like deny it.
Yeah.
You know, she talks about what she did. Like, yeah, here's what I did to us. Obviously, let's be honest. I mean, the kids, they're gonna lie to their parents. It is what it is. Maybe it's because
she lies to the school. She lied to the cops. She lied to fucking everybody, man. I like you guys' faith in her. That's great. But
she's in trouble.
Oh no, even when she's not in trouble. Look, you guys haven't been with this shit the last 2 weeks, but I'm just telling you, it's been a circus trying to sort what's true and what's not out of my daughter's mouth the last couple of weeks. And for something like that, I think it really comes down to what she perceives is right, culpable or whatever. I don't think, I know I like to have faith in what my daughter said, but, you know, this whole thing, like, I wanted her to believe shit. It was like her friend that was snitching her out. I'm like, no, not my little girl, right? But there were other things. Even like once she was busted out, turning all that stuff over to the cops and be like, here's the evidence. She would withhold the evidence too, and we catch her with more. Like, what the fuck are you doing, man? You know, and on and on. And so no, because there's like an angle to it. There's a reason to it. And if she thinks the boys could get in trouble, or I don't know what's running through her head. She might say something goofy, but I don't know.
But I guess what we're getting at is that she wasn't, it's not like she's sitting here with her mom. She's not sitting here with her dad. So she's being essentially neutral in all this. Like, yeah, dad's doing this, but he's great. Mom's doing this, but she's great. She's not like saying everything that, hey, you're the best and mom's bad, or mom's the best and you're bad. She's not doing that. You know, she's kind of even keel on everything. She's not. She's not trying to get one person over the other.
I'm hearing what you guys were trying to sell me, but I just don't. And I wasn't there to see it, you know.
I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just telling you how it is. I'm not trying to sell you something here.
Well, you're trying to sell me the notion that my daughter was honest about whatever.
I think she was, because she started out with the picking your side. She's on your side this whole time. Sadie says that. She says that, and you know that. She was picking you, man. You guys are tight. You guys are very tight. Are you not? Are you not tight with your daughter?
I love my daughter very much, and she loves me, but she straight-faced lied to me repeatedly.
It's obvious, and that's obvious by talking to her.
So why would she lie about the boys?
I don't know. I don't think she was lying to me.
I mean, we can go around this fucking, we can go around the block all you want, but
Sure.
At the end of the day, I'm pretty suspicious what my daughter says. If you're not, that's up to you, So, what other questions do you have for me, though, guys? I'm fucking tired. What do you want from me?
Just the truth about everything, and
Right.
I mean, that's kind of what we want. We want to find out. We kind of went over the stories, and you kind of gave us your reasoning behind the stories, whether they were true or false or whatever. I mean, our main thing is to try and find that happy medium in all this.
Yeah.
And
so Sadie, after I was arrested on Christmas or whatever, Sadie put down for a restraining order and shit. And so we go to court, and she writes a bunch of stories like she's been trying to keep a catalog over the last 12 years about what a piece of shit I am.
Didn't work out for her.
Well, no, because we get in front of the judge, and she tells the judge, like, one of the stories in there, I'm going through the stories, and I'm like, holy shit, right? Like, just lie after lie, exaggeration after exaggeration. But she tells the judge, she tries to convey to the court that, like, there was an instance where I insisted that we have sex. We were fooling around, and I insisted we have sex, and then we didn't because she didn't want to, and then I threatened to go fuck somebody else. But the reality of that story was essentially this. We were fooling around. She didn't want to. She got upset, embarrassed, or whatever, and she said, if you want somebody that can fuck at the drop of a dime, you're going to need to go find somebody else. And I was like, what the fuck just came out of your mouth? And that's just an example of the twists she takes things and the exaggeration she makes of things. So, as far as her stories or what's going on, I'm not hacking her cell phone. I'm not hacking her email. I'm not hacking her shit. I'm not stalking her. There's some things that I checked. I would love to catch her, getting high with her boyfriend just so I could say to the court, I deserve custody of my kids because this is how she spends 3 days a week. My kids shouldn't be taken to the bar.
is that what you've been trying to do?
That's all I've been looking for, man, is just to validate that. Once I found out that she was fooling around with somebody else because of what we saw through the windows, when I did go to her place, which I did do, it would be nice to verify it. And the only reason that I even came up to that was talking to a counselor who said, it sounds to me like she's moved into hard narcotics. It sounds to me that the way that she's behaving, because I got a woman who's been a good mom and a caring mom for most of her life so far, and then suddenly in the last 6 months, it's like a wicked shift to everything I say or do is somehow I'm the big bad guy, and then our daughter's in the middle of this like a fucking pawn. And it's just a bloody mess, I mean, I just don't even know what to make of it when, she's got stories and she's got spins on all sorts of bullshit that, because I worked at AT&T, I can hack your cell phone. That's ludicrous. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
And that's just kind of and there were other things in there. And then when I told the judge, he's like, oh, well, it's just the reality. You think that woman would have stayed with me if I basically raped her, like forced her to have sex with me? That's not the way it went, Judge. We stayed together for 12 years. It was great at times, it was bad at times, but, in the end...
It's called marriage.
I cheated on her, poisoned the relationship, so... You know, no going back. I mean, even if people start a rumor, it doesn't matter. You know, some girl said to me at a party that I could do something sexually to her or whatever. Oh man, her friend overheard it or whatever, took it back to Sadie, and she just kept on with this shit. And I'm like, I'm not. That was my friend's date. Like, this is fucking ridiculous, you know? Like, all these accusations, it's not the case. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
All right. So,
Listen, this is her accusations, and I'm gonna go through them again, okay?
Sure.
You followed her, or went to her house, looked through the windows.
Yeah.
You confirm that, okay?
Yeah.
And confirm that because she was with you,
Sure.
right?
Okay.
You get a cell phone to record her when she gets mad,
She abuses the kids, yeah.
okay?
have you ever reported that?
I went to an attorney and I asked the attorney, and they said that they have to go through the process establishing parent, fatherhood, and paternal, whatever that ruling is with the court.
Parental rights.
Then Sadie confirmed that, right?
Yeah.
You accidentally dropped your cell phone in her car, underneath the car seat,
Or, I'm not sure which, but yes.
and just so happened that same day,
Underneath the car seat, is that what you said?
yeah, you're in Kenosha again, text messages to her cell phone that we have the whole string.
Good, but that's not how I knew she was in Kenosha. How I knew she was in Kenosha is because when she dropped off the kids, she was taking a flower for her brother's pond down there, and she hid her nice jacket in the back, and when we were looking for the sweatshirts in the car, I saw the nice jacket in the back. It said, and I said, that's probably because she's going out to Kenosha again.
Mm-hmm.
That's it, going to see her boyfriend, right?
Are you upset with that?
I mean, it stings a little bit, but, you know, ultimately, I can't unpoison the relationship, you know? I can't uncheat
Is
on
there any
her.
jealousy going on?
Yeah, a bit, you know? A bit.
Are you expressing that?
Yeah, at times, you know, I tell her because she's jealous too, you know? I said the jealousy for us doesn't allow us to be friends, doesn't allow us to have a calm conversation, you know? If I, even like yesterday when I was talking to her or whatever, she said, I sent you an email, right? I said, oh, okay, cool, you know, I'll check it when I get home. She's like, of course you're not home. We go, geez, you know?
So you dropped your cell phone,
Yeah, I dropped the cell phone, I didn't
and
place
you
it.
find her in Kenosha.
I just knew she went to Kenosha.
Okay. She confirms that. Olivia confirms that. So, you follow me, man? These sequence of events, she's saying that you're following her.
Yeah, she says a lot of shit, you know?
That you're having conversations about following her. You're looking through her boyfriend's stuff on Facebook, right?
I looked him up, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are you looking them up criminally?
Yeah, I seek out and see what's going on.
Good. You're doing all these things, right?
I did some things, yeah.
Everything that she's told us, you've done.
I don't know that that's true at all.
Well, it's happened. The thing she's claiming happened, right?
Maybe not,
Yeah, but I mean-
not the way they say it happened.
Yeah, hold on. I mean, just, look, I'm not trying to call you gullible, but she says that she went to her brother's house and she found the cell phone, right? Now, I call the carrier, and the carrier says the cell phone ends up down in Kenosha, but she says that she literally drove like 2 miles away to her brother's house and found the cell phone, yet left the cell phone on and took it to Kenosha. So you tell me, guys, what fucking adds up?
That's
'Cause-
what she told us.
well, that's what she told me, but, you know, listen, ultimately, the
I
carrier...
can tell you that though. I mean,
Stop.
That's what I'm saying. No,
Listen,
I'm saying though, why would she tell you the truth versus telling us the truth? I mean, you guys obviously have a rocky thing. She's suspecting that you're doing this, you know, following her doing this. Why is she going to be honest with you?
I don't know what she's telling you for the stalking accusations here, guys, but I'm just telling you something doesn't add up in that story specifically. Because if I call the carrier and the carrier says the cell phone goes down to fucking Kenosha, right? Well, then if she says she found the cell phone at her brother's house, which is by my house, then why the fuck did you drive all the way to Kenosha before you shut it off?
How do you know that she found it before she went to Kenosha?
That's what she told me.
Okay. Well, yeah, then that wouldn't make sense.
Right. So, I hear, okay, you guys got a story, but I'm telling you, all her stories are bullshit.
That's why
like that.
we're getting your side now. We didn't get that before. Now you're telling us, hey, there's more
Well,
to
I'm
this.
just saying,
That's what we're trying to figure
fucking
out.
way down here to ask me about fucking stealing a cell phone or whatever the shit. And then she wouldn't give it back before I said, fine, I took it to track you, which is bullshit. I just want to get the damn cell phone back because, mind you, I took the fucking cell phone and I took a video of the police because Snapchat, like, you have to save the messages and shit. And I'm just like, holy fuck, I lost the cell phone and I don't know what to do. And if you go through her text messages, you'll probably see that. Did I text message her or did I call her? I had to call her about that because if you lose a fucking phone, that's got whatever, don't fucking kill yourself, man. I'm like, holy shit, that makes you sick, you know? But it was just her that took it. But to be fair, in the first place, I thought she stole it. Like, I thought she went in the house and took it. But then I was like, no, I was outside cleaning the van with it in my pocket. So she didn't take it from me. So I must have dropped it. And to be fair, maybe I didn't drop it in the truck. Maybe I just dropped it outside the truck and she picked it up. You know? But something fucking happened there. Something happened there where she kept it on until she went to Kenosha. And then she bragged that, she found it right away at her brother's house. So you tell me.
Tonight you went with her house. Went through the window. Let's get back to that.
Sure.
Did you take anything?
No.
Did you go in any vehicles in that?
No, I got those accusations too. No, you went in his truck and you took some shit. No, the fuck I didn't. And then he wanted to kill me about it or what, he was gonna beat me up or whatever. And I said, I didn't fucking take your shit. I didn't take your shit. Spare me the accusations.
There's nothing in your house that's his?
No.
Nothing.
There's nothing in my house that's his, man.
Nothing in your house?
Nothing in my house that's his. I'm telling you, nothing. I wrote down his information off a CCAP.
Where's that?
I don't know. I think I threw it away at this point. Clean all my shit out.
What about his registration card for his truck?
I have his registration card for his truck. I heard that bullshit story too. Same bullshit out of Sadie. You took it. No, the fuck I didn't.
Well, how would Sadie get this information? Like, how would Sadie know that you, allegedly, why would she say to you, you took his registration?
I don't know what the fuck he did with his registration or what the stories are, or Zach must have done it. Zach does everything. I have no fucking idea, man.
Anyway, have you seen the paper at your house?
No, his information, I wrote it down, you know, when I looked him up, but outside of that, no. He's the one that got that information from Jeannie.
Of his address and everything?
His name, yeah. She's friends with him as Junior as whatever the fuck it is on Facebook, and that's how I, figured it out, but it actually,
What's the Facebook?
no.
Oh.
Jeannie does.
Oh,
right.
Okay,
right.
I thought you were talking.
So yeah, Sadie was talking to Grandma about it, and then Grandma shared that information. Came back and gave me his whole name,
And his address?
No, I just looked his information on CCAP.
Do you ask her, like, hey, what do you know? What's this guy's name? Do you ask her?
No,
she just came back.
She volunteers that. Yeah, Jeannie told me that he's a contractor, and whatever. I was like, all right, that's fine. That's fine. My dad does something similar too right now. I work part-time at MATC and I help out Saul, so.
What's his address?
I don't remember it offhand.
You know where it is in Kenosha?
Not offhand.
Have you ever been by his place? Drove down by his place?
Dudes, really? You keep asking me, I keep telling you. What else you got?
There's cameras everywhere, dude. So not everywhere.
Great.
Everybody's got Ring doorbells now. Everybody's got
Yeah.
cameras that are popping on these streets, right?
Good.
You know that, we know that. To save us a bunch of time, just tell us the truth, because when we go pull cameras and your vehicle comes up driving past somewhere or in the area,
Right.
then that doesn't look good for you, right?
Yeah. However it's gonna look, I just wanna look out for the well-being of my kids. I don't know what you're getting at. Stalking. I don't really know what the laws or the rules are there. I've taken an interest and I've gone and I've looked at some things just to get a bit of truth for myself. I'm seeing somebody else. She's got the right to see somebody else. I'm not trying to make a big fucking deal out of it. Accusations to be stealing
You were,
shit.
man. You were making a big deal. You were checking things out.
I
I mean, based on what you're telling me today, you were checking things out. You were watching out.
Look, there were a couple occasions when I went to verify it, but making it this thing like I'm stalking her, I'm tracking her, I fucking hacked her cell phone or whatever, take a goddamn hike. I didn't, okay? I mean, I hear what you're saying, but it's bullshit. It's bullshit.
In the statute book, man, a couple times it's stalking.
I don't know what it is, but once I verified some information, once you know, then you can fucking know, okay? I mean, if she didn't play games about it, then I would have known right away. There wouldn't have been anything to go check. But I didn't fucking track her on the cell phone. I dropped the cell phone. And this accusation that I even dropped it in the truck was really her stipulation, because I don't even think I fucking dropped it in the truck. My only thought was that if I did, it was when I leaned in to get the hooded sweatshirts, the boys' sweatshirts out of the middle console. I don't even know if that's the case. I don't. Again, that's her version of shit, and I don't know. Because again, her account was, she took that shit down to fucking Kenosha before she shut it off. Well, if you thought I was tracking you, why would you take it to Kenosha anyway? Something
She had a
doesn't
different
add up.
account for us. She had a different account.
Well, I don't know her fucking account. It's just,
She found the phone after a text message you sent her about being in Kenosha, and she's like, oh shit.
No, she was going to fucking Kenosha because she was all dolled up and happy and excited, and she always calls me Zachariah when she's excited. But because of the way she behaved, and she spilled some of the water from the plant that she was taking over to her brother's house on her, and she was bitching about it. I'm like, well, all dressed up for going out on a Friday night, you're going down to Kenosha. Not because I had a fucking tracker to figure it out. And then why would I wait 3 days before calling the carrier to fucking verify? And if you ask, I spent the fucking weekend looking for the damn phone. So still, I know, I hear Sadie's spin. You guys are soaked in it. That's great, but please.
Unfortunately, Sadie's spin is matching up with spin, and we talked to them separately, and things are matching up with what they have to say.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if they sat and planned this out for 3 days about what they were going to come talk to you about, or talk about you about.
So,
But man, it's damn near impossible, because you know what? We're going to trip them up. And they didn't trip up.
bullshit. So this weekend, bullshit.
Man.
Yeah, bullshit. Because this weekend, my daughter, she comes to me and she says, hey, Dad, do you know how to hack a phone? And I go, no. She's like, well, you worked at the phone company. Yeah, I worked at the phone company, but you don't know how to hack a phone. No, babe, I have no idea how to hack a phone or whatever the fuck. No shit. Today, last night or this morning or whatever, Sadie's bullshit. You hacked all my stuff last night. Because I called her and I said, what are you telling our daughter? You're putting some ideas in our daughter's head about me hacking your shit just because I used to work for the phone company? So whatever's getting conveyed there, I don't fucking know, but there's all sorts of these bullshit stories going on. And no, like I said, you might catch a half truth, but I mean, what's the real truth?
We don't know, so we're trying to figure out.
Brought your daughter, doesn't mean you brought your daughter out in the middle of the night and brought her up to the window to look at her mother with another dude.
I didn't know it was another dude.
Come on, you just said it. Some other dude's car's in the yard.
Yeah, because I knew after the fact, not because I knew in the first place.
The reason you went there is because there was another dude.
No, the reason I went there is because something was going on. To be
You
honest,
had a premonition that that she was with some other guy.
no.
That's what you said. You just said that about 10 minutes ago.
I had a premonition that something was up that night, that she was with another guy. I honestly expected it was going to be her friend from high school over there getting fucked up, doing drugs. But no, it was another guy. And no, I wasn't sure. I just knew something was up, right?
Why would you bring your daughter to look through the window, dude?
Because I couldn't leave them home alone.
She could have sat in the car.
She just wanted to go look too.
She stayed in the car initially.
Oh, but to be honest, man, I nor her would have ever expected Mom to be in that position with some dude, okay? Because I wouldn't fucking expect it.
Well, you didn't expect it when you went over there.
No, that's not true. I mean, you want me to assume that the worst for her, but no, she's actually been a good mom for the most part. It's been a good relationship for the most part, and she's not been promiscuous. She's been very loyal. To see another car in the driveway, and if she started doing coke with her friends, is not in that circle of friends to know whose Colorado plates those are, right? I mean, when I pulled in, that's what my headlights were looking at, Colorado plates. What the fuck is that? Somebody's in from out of town? I didn't expect she was fucking somebody else. And honestly, she said she didn't. I don't know that I believe her, but, you know, ultimately, it doesn't matter. You know, it really doesn't matter at this point, because this back and forth shit, Do you still care? Don't you still care? Whatever. We should see other people. There's not a sentence that can be said in a relationship that isn't everything's my fucking fault. So whatever.
Well, I think it goes both ways. I mean, we're in the middle, unfortunately. Well, mom's feeding her this information, dad's feeding her this information, she is in the middle.
Nah.
Like, that she's used as that bond.
She's not in the and she gathers information, man. She sits outside the fucking open doors and windows. She'll go up to the closed door and listen and shit. Like, she pulls information, you know? And that's where I even got tipped off about shit or whatever and suspicious. Now, going and verifying the information, whatever rules I broke to verify the information, isn't because it came from nowhere. I believe that there's some truth to what my daughter was reading, you know? No, I'm not telling some other dude that she loves him. We get in big fights from time to time or whatever. We need a month away. We need a month and a half away. You know, like, there's just moments.
Were you guys ever married?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know, no. But
so there was no, like, legal separation or things like that. It was just kind of a soft breakup. She needed space, you need space, but you guys still kind of...
Shit, after she had me arrested on Christmas Eve, we went to court like 2 weeks later, you know? And the judge asked her pointedly, you know, are you guys still together? And she had to say no. So, no, there wasn't like a breakup. It was like retroactively, 2 weeks ago, we were not together at the time that we got in an argument and separated. So, no, it's always been kind of a blur or in the middle, you know? It's always been open to other relationships and space when we need it. It hasn't been a thing where, it's consistent, I guess, you know? I mean, like I told you, when I worked for AT&T, my last year was out on the coast of California. I wasn't here. I'd travel back and see her. For the 2 years before that, 2.5 years before that, I was up in Hudson, Wisconsin. I wasn't here, you know? This isn't new, you know? I mean, the only thing that was new is her pretending like we were going to get back together when really not. The only thing that was really new was she's now slapping across the face and fighting with her, you know, and hitting the kids. And that, I've got recordings on, you know, like, what the fuck is going on? And arguments with her, it just makes no sense, the shit that's coming out of her mouth, you know? And whether you think she's telling the truth or not, wherever the fuck, I dropped the phone outside the truck, inside the truck, whatever the fuck, you can think whatever you want. At the end of the day, if she knew, which she claims to have known, found it under the sea, drove all the fucking way down to Kenosha before she shuts it off, what does that tell you? Bullshit. Just bullshit. No, I can't hack a cell phone. It's bullshit. Just more bullshit. Everything that goes wrong in the world is not my fucking fault. Sure. I'm sorry. It's just not. You know, that's on her to try to account for, but the best she can do is point the finger at me, and I have no fucking idea, so... You know.
It's going both ways. I mean, you're pointing the finger at her, she's pointing the finger at you.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's lack of go sometimes, I suppose.
And the one in the middle,
Our daughter.
we're not supposed to believe.
Well, she got a fucked up version too. I mean, you know, when we went to court for the...
Oh, well.
No, we
No,
went...
Dubs.
Well, hear me out, man. I mean, I see you're quick to cut me off, but the truth is like, even when we went to court, you know, after the... Now, mind you, my daughter was not there. Mom swung the broom at my face. She shoved me into the door 4 times. All sorts of bullshit, right? We show up at court. My daughter can't even talk to me. She won't look at me. She hates my guts because of whatever the fuck Mom told her. You know? I mean, I hear you.
That's all she wasn't like that today, man. I'm telling you, she wasn't like that today. She took your side.
By and large, yeah, but...
And had she wanted to throw you under the bus, she wanted to throw your side. She's not going to call you good dad.
Look,
She's not going to say, hey, we're awesome together, and then tell me this shit about you, of what you did.
You know, fucking says you. I know my daughter, and she does that shit, man. And it's frustrating for me as a dad. I hear you. I like that you have faith. I do too, by and large, but it's not true. It's not true.
Okay.
She does. Now, whether she was telling the truth today or whatever the fuck happened, no, I can guarantee you there was some embellishment there. She does that shit. Try to spare the wrath or whatever. She does that shit. And I don't really know what she asked her. I don't know what. I wasn't there for it, but, you know, I'm pretty good at calling her out on it, and she usually doesn't want Dad around for those reasons. Even when we talked to the police in Germantown, she's like, no, I don't want Dad there. You know, had to go into the room with Mom. I'm like, all right, you know, told Sadie, just, well, you know, Dad sniffs that shit out a lot better than Mom does, right? I mean, yeah. And if I was in there, I probably would have caught her. I mean, come on.
How many times did you see this dude she was with?
Sadie, once at her place, ever.
That's it?
Otherwise, she would go down to visit him.
Was he ever up at the house, other than that one time?
I only saw him one time, I don't know. Again, you think I'm over there stalking every night? I'm not. I got a buddy that lives 2 houses down, and he said, hey, are you over there? Because I see another vehicle in the driveway. No, I'm not, or whatever. Somebody else, a friend's visiting, I don't fucking know. But no.
Is it friend down the road?
Steve,
Or is he, which way?
he's, she lives on an angled street, so he's northwest.
Does she know who he is?
There's no.
No, does Sadie know your buddy?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they're neighbors.
mutual.
Yeah.
Did you ever tell him, like, dude, if you ever see any cars, let me know? You never said, like, nothing like that to him?
No.
What?
I'm gonna grab some coffee.
Do you need any more water?
I'm all right on water. I gotta have a
Give me a minute and talk to him real quick, and I'll be right back, right?
Yeah, what time is it, man? I mean, I'm tired.
Me too. 11:57. So, just give me a second.
Right. How long is this shit gonna take, you know?
You got a few properties, huh? Rentals? Where are they all at? North Milwaukee?
Yeah.
Brown Deer area? How many you got?
Technically one, but Sadie's old place, it's not taken out of her name at the moment, but I bought it out of the sheriff's deed because she bought it through, her mom passed away, she had his inheritance, and she got it, and just didn't feel right to,
Sure.
take it from her.
Sure. What's that address?
For which one?
The one in by Brown Deer you're talking about?
Sadie's?
Yeah.
50. I don't know, is it
Is they considered Milwaukee?
It's Brown Deer, Milwaukee County, but not.
Right.
Yeah.
Any other properties you own right now?
One of her brother's states
Where's that?
is, it's on Port Ave, it's, in Milwaukee, it's,
What's her brother's name?
TJ, Tijana,
Tajana?
TJ, that's what he goes by, TJ.
Okay. He's currently living there right now?
Yeah, him and his girl live
What about the one in Brown Deer? Anybody living there?
there. Yeah.
Who's your tenants?
Jason.
No other properties?
No.
Where are you contemplating moving to? You said earlier you're gonna move.
Down to West Dallas.
What do you got lined up there?
Roommate, just rent a room down there, try and clean out the house and fix up the house and move it out.
So whose is it?
The house? In my home?
Yeah.
Mine.
No, the house you're gonna move into. Or your
Things
things
to rent. It's just a buddy of mine's, got a spare room,
Okay.
so.
What's his name? Can I ask?
Andrew.
And last name?
Shit, we haven't been friends that long. The last name is, he just broke up with his girl. He asked me if I wanted to cover the other half, and I said that might work. What is Andrew's last name? I don't know. Howard.
Mm-hmm. You know the address there?
No, I got it written down at home, actually. Because I'm not moving in until his now ex-girlfriend moves out, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Sunday, man. Explain your day to me on Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know. It happened Sunday. Had the kids. Yeah, I think I had the kids all day Sunday.
Hmm.
Clean up the house. I think we set up, it was around day, I think we set up TV and couch and everything like that downstairs so we could hang out and watch cartoons and movies and shit. Something.
All of them are at your house? All three?
Yeah.
So what time?
Till Sadie picked them up in the evening, I guess.
What time did she come?
I don't remember good.
Was it like late in the afternoon?
Yeah, generally, I don't remember offhand.
Did you do anything that night?
I think took a nap probably. Maybe went over to my girlfriend's house, I'm not really sure.
And was she there tonight, your girlfriend?
Yeah,
What's her name?
Christine.
I haven't talked to you guys yet. Christine?
Christine.
What's Christine's last name?
Wednesburg.
Rensburg. She
Already on Wednesburg.
Rensburg. She a little girl up there?
Yep.
How old is she? Your age or
Just a little younger than me.
younger?
Okay.
All right. So you said maybe went over there. Do you know for sure what you did? I mean, it was what, 2 days? 1 day ago? 2 days ago. Not yesterday.
I'm guessing I went over there. I don't remember exactly. I'm guessing I went over by her Sunday night.
Did you spend the night there?
I don't ask her.
Well, I'm asking you. These are important questions, man.
I don't remember if I spent the night that night. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, depending on it.
So it was 2 nights ago. You don't remember what you did 2 nights ago? You spent the night. You drank or doing any drugs?
No.
No?
No, I don't remember if I stayed the whole night or not.
I mean, is it common for you to stay all night, or is it common for you to leave at 4 in the morning?
Depends if her sister's home. If her sister's home, sometimes she's up late watching TV, so I'll get up and I'll head home.
What's your sister's name?
Is, well, sister's name is Cassie.
And she lives up there in Macquarie?
Mhm. Yeah, they both do. They got an apartment not too far away from me.
So if Cassie's there, you're not?
No, I'm there a lot when she is, but sometimes Cassie stays up late watching TV, and if that's gonna keep me up, I'll get up and go home. You know?
Okay. Do you remember what you did last night?
I was over by her for a bit. I did some running around. No, I left for a bit and I came back. Went down to a buddy's house for everybody. She was in for a bit.
Who's that?
Milwaukee.
Can you give me his name?
Jason, Jay.
So you know Jay?
Yeah, that's all I know. I remember his last name.
His number in your phone? Under Jason?
No.
Under Jay?
Probably not.
What else would it be under?
All sorts of shit. I know all sorts of little abbreviations for people's names on the phone.
Does it start with a J?
His name does hit him in the phone.
What about the contact? Does it start with a J? Does he have a nickname?
A bunch of them.
Like what? What are they?
Korean Jesus, I don't know.
Would it be Korean Jesus?
I don't know.
I mean, it's a buddy, right? Your buddy that you hang out with, man. And you don't know what his contact's under. When you go to call Jason, what do you go on your phone?
Shop or something like that.
Shop.
I don't know.
Okay.
It'll be something.
Shop. All right, that helps.
Yeah.
He's my buddy, man. I look for Vinny when I call him.
But he's more of an acquaintance. I mean, asking for some help with some shit, working on a friend's roof and that kind of stuff. So
So what
call him
else?
a friend if that's all.
What else did you do last night, man?
Slept. I don't know. What did we do last night?
I don't know.
We watched a movie. I remember. Oh, that. No, we watched that this morning. Yeah, we watched that this morning. We watched. Oh, it's got Johnny Depp in it, man. Old school gangster movie. He plays John Dillinger. That was this morning. And then
Who's we?
my girl and I.
Okay. All right. So that was this morning. So did you wake up with her?
So, Yeah, but did I go over last night or did I come over in the morning is the question.
All right, now we're talking like 8 hours, 10 hours ago, man.
Yeah, and I'm tired as fuck, man, and you're asking me and I'm trying to not blur the days because sometimes, you know, I'll come over at like 2 in the morning or some shit or 4 in the morning or some shit. It just depends. But last night did I sleep over by her? Yeah, because I came back after I went and talked to Jay. So yeah, I slept there last night and the night before that, Sunday. I think I just called her and we sat on the phone. If I'm not mistaken. I think that was Sunday night. We sat on the phone.
I don't know. You remember everything in detail for the last 4 months, dude.
No, I don't.
2 nights ago, it's a mystery.
No, that's bullshit. I just told you I didn't know if I had my cell phone out for the light or not when I went and saw Sadie at her house, everything in detail. No, I don't remember everything. I remember some things. I remember the gist of things more than anything. I'm not a detailed guy. My little brother, on the other hand, he can fucking recite song lyrics and tell you where bands are from and where they play and all that shit. I don't have that, you know.
He tells us when the last time he was in Kenosha.
Sure, yeah. I don't have an eidetic memory, man. I don't, and I'm tired as well. So I gotta organize things. I gotta write things down, you know. Keep a little journal and shit, and I do. I'll write that out. You know, this is what happened today. This is the next bullshit.
Where's that?
Story. It's on my computer.
How many computers you got?
Couple of broken ones sitting there. It's one I thought.
Which one do you use?
Depends on what I'm doing, I suppose.
Which one do you use when you write your journal?
Why?
Just wondering. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff in there about.
Yeah, one of them. I mean, do you want a copy of the journal?
Oh, we're gonna see the journal. Just making it easier on us.
Oh. Why are you going to see the journal?
It's pertaining to this case.
Stalking?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Your internet searches.
Okay.
Now you have a journal where you're documenting everything you do.
I don't know about everything I do, but I document some stuff in regards to the well-being of my kids and fighting for custody.
Perfect, man. That should help you. What computer is it?
The Apple, notebook, iPad, anything like that.
Look, I don't know the laws on being a stalker or not being a stalker. I've taken a look, but I don't know how the fuck you'd be going for my journal and my computer. I'd be happy to show you. I'd be happy to send them to you or whatever, but we're going to see them anyway. I don't know what's going on right now.
I want to know where you were Sunday night.
I just told you.
Well, you think you told me.
I think I told you. Okay.
No, there's a big difference.
I'm not sure what you're getting at. But what I can tell you is, I don't know what you guys are doing. I'm tired as fuck. Either take me home or give me a lawyer. Because I'm not really, what you're doing is really odd. It was almost like a threat about the computer, and that's peculiar to me.
Not threatening. The case is involving stalking. She's alleging that you've been tracking her, you're tracing her with electronic devices and things like that.
I don't think I crossed any line. Yeah, I get it, but I don't think I crossed any line.
Well, that's what he's saying, like, we're going to get that information from those devices.
All right, well, do my Google searches or whatever you guys got to do, but something's, I don't know, like I said, if you're going to threaten me about keeping a journal.
Dude, I ain't
what that was.
threatening. You're just telling me you have a journal of everything you do, so that...
No, I didn't say everything I do. I didn't say everything I do.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like, if you want to twist words too, like Sadie, man, I don't know what the fuck it's going to do us. We're trying to have a conversation about stuff. We're trying to tell you how things go, but I don't know what you're doing over there. It's weird.
All he's saying is that we'll look through the journal. Okay.
No,
Yeah,
I'll be happy to share it to
how
you.
many steps I take. I don't have to keep a journal like shit like that too, but I also know 2 nights ago
Fuck, the journal's
at my place.
literally called custody for my kids' well-being. I mean, what the fuck?
Okay, so that's what we're asking, but what computer or electronic device is it on?
Dude, get me a lawyer. Take me home. You pick. This is crazy. This is fucking nuts.
All right, we're done. We can't talk to you no more.
I didn't do shit. I don't know what you want from me. This is crazy. I don't think I crossed any fucking lines.
All right. So what's gonna happen is the officer's gonna take you over across the street. Jail, you'll have, well, what time is it? After midnight. Within 48 hours, you'll have a preliminary hearing for
what?
stalking. So I can't guarantee.
48 hours? What the fuck,
Within
you guys?
48 hours, I said. It could be tomorrow at 1 o'clock, or else it'll be Tuesday at 1 o'clock. I don't know the exact time.
Are you fucking
Tomorrow
kidding me?
morning, we will have a meeting with our district attorney's office.
I didn't do shit to her. What are you talking
So that's what's
about?
happening tonight. So what we can't talk about anymore, you have requested an attorney, so that's what's gonna happen tonight. I just wanna make you aware of that.
This is fucking bananas, you guys.
All right.
For stalking? Get the fuck out of here.
Yep, that's the charge. So,
Come on now. Really?
Yep.
48
Just
hours?
a minute, I'll get the officers to come in here and then they'll get you out of here like you requested. All right?
Yeah. What the fuck?
All right, Zach, come on this way. We're gonna walk right over to this room over here.
Yeah, right.
And then the officers that will